everyone, I'm with Miss Piggy, here to sprinkle some magic, snacks, and occasionally a dose of harsh truth. Today's topic is childhood obesity, growing bodies, shrinking futures. Did you know kids around the world are getting rounder? By 2022, over 390 million children and teens aged 5 to 19 were overweight, with 160 million classified as obese. Pretty shocking, right? But don't worry, I'm here to nag along. Let's welcome our health ambassador from Tainan, Mr. Fit.
Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Fit.
And our very special guest who really knows the art of being well-rounded, Mr. Chubby.
Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Chubby.
So, what do you both think are the reasons behind childhood obesity in Taiwan?
Childhood obesity is becoming a serious issue, and it reflects a major shift in our modern lifestyle. Kids are spending more time indoors, glued to screens, and aren't getting enough physical activity. Add to that is the easy access to high sugar, high fat snacks and drinks. It's a double whammy. This unhealthy diet combined with inactivity is turning childhood obesity into a major social concern.
Honestly, I hardly moved when I was a kid. I was always rushing to cram school and had no time for exercise. Dinner was often fast food. Fried chicken and burgers, greasy stuff that just made my waist climb. It felt like life and time were just squeezing the air out of me.
Mr. Chubby brings up a great point. Many kids end up eating fast food because of late cramped school schedules. Parents can help by prepping healthy lunches ahead of time, but even more importantly, schools and families should work together to teach children the importance of balanced diets and build healthy habits from a young age. Also, communities and schools need to offer more healthy, low-fat, low-sugar meal options to kids that eat well, and parents can breathe easier.
Speaking of which, Taiwan has already taken actions. Since last year, elementary and middle schools have implemented a sugar ban policy that restricts the sale of sugar drinks on campus to keep kids away from excessive sugar.
Yeah, I know the school sugar ban is a good idea, but honestly, it's really hard to follow sometimes. Healthy, balanced lunchboxes are expensive, and a lot of families can't afford them or don't have time to prepare them. When cram school ends late, fast food is still the easiest choice. So even if we want to eat healthy, the reality often makes it tough.
That's a common situation, but actually, there are healthy options even at fast food places and convenience stores. You can go to grilled instead of fried items, like grilled chicken sandwich or add a salad or a fruit cup. Convenience stores now carry healthy snacks and ready-made salads too. Parents and kids just need to check labels and pick lower fat, lower sugar foods. Balanced eating isn't that hard if we stay mindful. And remember, eating healthy doesn't have to be perfect. Small changes can build up to a healthier lifestyle.
Okay. Mr. Fit has a point, I'll admit. There are some decent choices out there. But let's be real, we students barely have time to exercise. With cram school, homework, and extracurriculars, our schedules are packed. No matter how healthy we eat, without physical activity, staying healthy is still tough.
Totally agree, Mr. Chubby. The pressure to get good grades is intense, and competition among peers doesn't help. A lot of kids would rather stay indoors scrolling their phones than head outside. That's why giving kids more time and space to move around is more important now than ever.
I get the school pressure is real, but I don't fully agree that students have no time to exercise. In many schools, sports like basketball, volleyball, and badminton are super popular. Some students even get up earlier to practice. It really comes down to whether kids are motivated and whether parents and schools give them the opportunity.
Hey, I guess what you're saying, but let's be honest. When a chubby goblin like me walks onto a basketball court, those cool basketball guys look at me like, "Why are you here?" No one wants me on their team, and they never pass me the ball. The vibe on the court is super exclusive. It doesn't feel like a place to relieve stress. It is the stress.
That's a fair point. Competitive sports can feel intimidating and unwelcoming, but exercise isn't one size fits all. You can start with something simple like walking, swimming, jump rope, biking, or even more home workouts. The key is finding an activity that feels comfortable and rewarding. And working out with friends make a huge difference. Ask around your class or clubs. Someone else probably want to get healthier too. Join a community fitness class or even an online challenge. Sharing each other makes it easier to stick with it. You don't have to be good at sports. You just have to be willing to start.
That's such a good point, Mr. Fit. You don't need to be an athlete to start moving. But it does make me wonder, why are we trying so hard to eliminate childhood obesity? Is it just about making kids thinner or more attractive? Or is there something deeper we need to think about?
For me, it's not about looking good, it's about feeling less miserable. Back in middle school, people would call me Miss Ball or Fat Goblin. In the health way, I pretended I didn't hear them, but it hurt. Worse than that, my body couldn't keep up. Running 800 meters left me gasping. Stairs killed me my knees. In the summer, I was always drenched in sweat, covered in heat rashes, and swarmed by mosquitoes. It's not just a little extra weight, it's a daily struggle that traps your whole body.
I hear you, and I completely agree. Obesity isn't just about weight, it's about mental health too. Body image anxiety starts as early as elementary school, but on top of that, children's obesity increases the risk of diabetes, hypertension, and heart disease later in life. It's not just a now problem, it can turn into a lifelong burden. That's why we need to take it seriously and help kids build a healthier foundation early.
That mention of body image anxiety really struck me. Today's kids not only face academic pressure, but also unrealistic beauty standards from social media. It's not just a personal issue, it's a cultural one. They are constantly told their bodies aren't good enough. So when we talk about fighting obesity, we have to be careful not to create more body anxiety. The real goal should be helping kids grow up healthy, mentally and physically.
I totally agree. Tackling childhood obesity should come from health first mindset, not a thin equals good mentality. Parents and teachers also need to avoid getting overboard. Some kids are just a bit chubby and told to diet or lose weight all the time. That can cause emotional damage.
Emotional damage!
Instead, let's teach kids to understand their bodies and appreciate what health really means.
Health is important, I agree, but I'm still unsure about the whole childhood obesity affects society thing. I've heard people say obesity increases healthcare costs or lowers productivity, but that feels so abstract. Like, is that really something kids should be blamed for? Sometimes I think grown-ups worry too much and forget to ask us what we really feel.
That's a great question, Mr. Chubby, and one that speaks for many kids. So tell us, aside from health, what do adults overlook that really matters to you? We are not just here to talk about obesity. We want to understand how kids truly feel. Only then can we come up with solutions that actually work.
Well, if I have to say one thing, it's being accepted. Most of my friends like playing video games. After school, we team up and talk about characters. That's where we feel at home. But the sporty kids, they have their own groups, their own jokes, and even their own fashion style. I just couldn't break in. It's not that I didn't want to move more. It's just that the space didn't feel like mine. Eventually, I just get off and drifts further away.
Thank you for sharing that. It's something a lot of kids go through. Exercise shouldn't belong to just one type of person. We need more inclusive activity spaces where everyone feels welcome and supported. and parents can play a big role in that. A lot of kids don't avoid exercise because they don't want to move. They just need someone to be there. Some communities organize parents-child morning walks, just 2 laps around the school, chatting along the way. Other families have active weekends, biking together, walking trails, or even dancing at home with Switch games. The idea is to turn exercise from a burden into quality time. Parents can also involve kids in food choices, shopping for fruits and veggies together, or help pack lunch boxes. It is small, consistent things that build a healthy future. But more importantly, don't try to change kids through blame or comparison. Help them feel loved and understood. That's how real change begins.
Thank you, Mr. Fit and Mr. Chubby, for such honest and powerful sharing. From health and food to movement and mental well-being, you've shown us that childhood obesity isn't just about numbers or policies. It's about real kids living real lives. We hope today's talk helps everyone not only understand health better, but also brings more empathy into how we support growing children. Let's work together to create a kinder, more inclusive environment where every child can grow up healthy and happy. Big thanks again to both our guests and to all of you who care about this important issue.